Hello guys, so today I'm gonna show you a bit more towards repairing disassemble of the Onewheel. So my brother's Onewheel, apparently there's some problem with it. For the whole story, maybe I'll show you guys in the video later. But basically we tried to send it back to Future Motion, but then there's a lot of logistical issues that I have that we decided to just forget it. We're gonna fix it ourselves. So the problem that we have is actually if you shake this thing, I'm not sure if you can hear it, but there's this bolt that is inside the controller that is basically loose from the production. So then we are gonna open it up. We're gonna void the warranty, but hey, whatever, right? We just want to get it done with and start playing again. So that bolt, we need to get it fixed. So what we need is the toolbox, and then what we also need is actually a 5-star Torx screw. It's a 5-star. So it's a T20 Torx screw. So I'll write the description right here later. So that is what we need to open up the stuff inside here, and then they should give you a tool for you to open up the front foot pad and everything else over here. So this is just the normal Torx screw with no holes inside. So this is what we need as well. And then what we're gonna need is stuff to make sure that the stuff inside sticks there. And sorry about the box, I washed them. So what we're gonna need is, let me see. Okay, I have a plastic epoxy hardener, and then I also have a thread locker. And a silicone. Basically the stuff that you use to fix your stuff. So that is gonna hold all the stuff down. So quick look at what I have here. The thread locker, and then the plastic seal epoxy, and then this is the silicone basically. Okay, so let's get to it. Okay, so after you take off the fender delete, what you need to do is you need to remove the foot pad, and to remove that is actually 2 screws over here, and then there will be another 4 more right down here, which is this 2 and this 2. And remember the screws, the 2 screws over here, this one and this one here, they're longer, so take note of that. Maybe you can put it aside somewhere. The rest are all the same sizes, so it will all be good. So when you take this out, you need to be careful because there's a cable here. So we need to take this out. You need like a, makanya biasa orang buka black nih, yang bawahnya dibuka supaya dia bisa loosen ininya. Need to open the plate too ya. Okay, to open the plate we will need to get this open. Then you get easier access to the cable here. So this is the one that you want to take out, which is the smaller one.
Pakai itu kunci Inggris, lulusin dikit.
So there is a sort of like a lock that you can loosen it with a pliers. Then yeah, that came off just like that very easily.
So there's a pressure sensor over here.
This is your front foot pad with the pressure sensor. Okay. So maybe you guys can see clearly here. If you zoom in here, there is this tiny little silvery thing over here that's not supposed to be there. So that is actually the loose nut. You see, that is the loose nut that we have. Okay, so now time to open that.
And you check the very unique screw.
See if you
It's a
see.
5-point Torx.
So that's basically that.
And the size is TS20. This one. Okay. This is very unique. We actually had to import this. So
We have to get it ourselves with expedite shipping. And hey, look, it's working. Oh wait, I need to set this. Okay, so just to give you guys to know why do we need this thread locker, it's because if you look at all this, right, all these threads with this color, like a blue color thing, these are all thread lockers. So they're supposed to make sure so that even when you don't tighten it to the max, it sort of hold the thread inside so that any vibration and it won't get loose. So that's the function of thread locker. Okay, so are you ready to void the warranty? Yeah, there's a sticker here. It says warranty void if open. Let's see if we can just.
enggak, harus dari sini. Harus dari sini, dari stikernya.
Is it? Yeah, it's pretty good. Alright, we broke it. That's a warranty void sticker on this side of the board.
Surprisingly,
Okay.
my thread is not broken.
Right,
Still in one
here.
piece.
So when you take a shot of this is the control board. So that's actually the front light. You see this thing here? That's basically what came loose. So
Actually, it's not even broken. The thread.
yeah, the thread is actually the thread is not broken, but it's actually
Very
moving.
loose,
It's very loose. You can see. You see it? It's actually, yeah, it's actually moving. So
actually,
that
I
is
don't
actually your power button here. So this is actually power. So alright, we're gonna take a look at it and then we'll see how it goes. Okay, so seems like our this thing, what's this called? The screw place is nice and
Surprisingly
intact.
intact.
Yep. So we won't need to use this plastic epoxy and the hardening thing to fix that. So we're gonna skip that step.
So usually this part, this black part here, can
Can be broken.
Can break into like shards and small pieces. But surprisingly, mine is still intact. Surprisingly, still in good shape. But you can see that it wiggles a little bit. So we're probably going to use the silicone.
The silicone.
What do you call this? Yeah, this silicone to like just
Hold it in place
hold
later on.
everything in place
But
later on.
before that, I think we're gonna use the thread locker. We're gonna apply some here, and then we're gonna lock this nut in place. Give it some time. Then after that, we're gonna use this all over that to make sure that it holds it in place. But before that, this video is probably sponsored by Mochi. Nah, I'm just kidding. I just want to drink. Quick will it be to dry up
No. Ini apa ni?
It's just so. You know what? I'm gonna support this thing a bit with all this.
Oh man.
Make sure that it's like. Show you guys. Don't want to damage it too much, but yeah, that's moving.
Yeah, still moving.
So we don't want to like screw it on too much more. We're scared that it will break the plastic. I think that's what happened when from the factory when they use the machine to just screw that on too tight. The plastic inside then breaks, and a lot of people. There's actually a few cases of this. We read it up, and that is why we figured that this is probably the problem with our board here. So yes, we're just gonna let that dry up for a bit before we put the silicone. So I think that should be pretty much dry. What we did was, because this thing is so wobbly, when you come in closer, so what I did was I cut out a tiny piece of this styrofoam. No, I wouldn't call it a styrofoam, just like a foam sort of thing. What we did was actually we just stuffed it right below this thing,
Just to give it a support.
It give it a support. See, it's not as wobbly now.
It's still wobbling, but not that much.
Yeah, I mean like side to side it's still wobbly, but it's holding it in place pretty much. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put the silicone all around it, let it dry for the whole day, maybe even longer. So this is the type of silicone that we're using right now. So guys, after I left this thing for like about an hour, the silicone is a bit hardened. So you see it's not sticking to the toothpick anymore. So I think we should be ready to go tomorrow. So I'm just gonna leave it to dry for a longer period of time, and then maybe tomorrow it should be done, hopefully. Then we can take it for a ride. Yeah. Hey guys, so we left it up for one whole night, and I think when I checked, it's quite sturdy already now. So the silicone is really all dried up, so when you press on it, it's actually like rubberish, and you know, they seem to hold it in place. So lot of pressure on this, so that seems to be good to go. We are gonna do some tests and see how it is, if it's shaken. Seems good. I think that will be good enough. Okay. Let's go.